Oh. What day is it? what day is it? I've lost track of time. Anyway, hi, howdy. What's this? What is this? What is this? How did I get in here? Very strange. Very strange. Could it be that after what, 2 years, I have finally achieved an FC house? Could it be? Is there a god? I don't know. We finally made it. We finally made it. We finally got one. I was like dead on my feet when I got home yesterday. And, you know, I had a couple of alts rolling on this, right? And the first one didn't have anything, but I saw the lotto number and I was like, wait a second. Is that the one Kyra had? Sure enough, it's here. It has arrived. Obviously, there's nothing in it yet. I've been doing basically nothing but sleeping for the past week. We're gonna get into that a little bit later, but yeah, it's been a week. But we are finally here on the weekend. We have finally made it on my days off, and yeah, so not a bad spot, you know, just shooting distance from the old docks down there. Obviously not beachside, but that's okay. That's okay. So this is gonna be our photo studio eventually. Eventually it will be, but there's a long way to go. There's a lot of work to be done. Like I said, I have not really looked at it. I haven't tried doing anything with it. So yeah, it's a work in progress, to say the least. I don't know when it's going to be open. We'll probably be doing quite a few streams, including a little bit of this one, getting this thing worked on and putting some stuff in here, moving some things. I have so much to move. I have so many things I got to transfer over, and so little space for all of it. As well as, you know, getting some of my alts over here to get invited in. And yeah, so if you didn't know, this has been like the long-term goal for a while, to say the least. It's been in the works. So the goal is creating a photo studio, a G-Pose studio. I really like G-Pose studios. There are surprisingly few good ones that exist out there. So once this thing is like up and running, it's going to be interesting. We'll just have to wait and see how it all goes. But it's going to be quite a bit of work. But the reason that I needed the FC house is for the additional chambers. You know, I showed off a couple of the other G-Pose studios that I really like across a few of the different data centers in a past stream. But really it's the additional chambers that make it, because those are basically your sets. You know, out here I'm going to be able to build a bunch of dioramas and stuff. some little like miniature sets and so on. But the additional chambers are really where the big stuff happens. The fully themed sets, you kind of need an entire room for those. So yeah, that's kind of what led to all of this. So finally we made it. You know, I need to take a look and start glancing about at some of the walls and see what I can do to make the interior, just like the base, look a little bit easier to work with. You know, for a photo studio, I'm going to want everything kind of as plain as possible so that everything else can kind of stick on it like a big old palette, right? You know, it'll be a big color palette once we actually get in here, and then we can kind of shuffle our dioramas around and so on. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I haven't really taken a look at like housing items in a long time. So there's been a lot of stuff that's been added and all kinds of crazy things. And in addition to that, there's the workshop that I haven't really touched. I built my hull and that is really about it. So I'm in the process of doing all of this stuff and getting all of this figured out. So it's going to be kind of a long-term project, and we'll just kind of go for it as we can. But yay, we made it. Good way to start the weekend. Good way to finish off my first week of work at the new job. We're going to be getting into all of that a little bit later. But right now, let's play some games, right? I haven't really had a chance to do anything gaming wise in a bit. I've done a little bit of colonization stuff in Elite just because I was building a Coriolis, one of the medium stations. And yeah, there's been some updates to that today and some stuff. We'll talk about that. We'll probably stream it at some point over the course of this weekend while I, you know, just do some hauling and all of that. But yeah, it's been a rough week. You know, the new job, it pays well, but you know, really about all I can say about it. It's yeah, we'll talk about all the real life stuff a little bit later on in the stream. We'll do that later. We're gonna get real deep tonight. We're gonna have some chats. But because I really have not had a chance to do a whole lot this week, I really just want to play some games, man. I just want to get in here and do the things that and that we do here on the channel, right? Because we haven't spent a whole lot of time together this past week. So yeah, let's get started. You know, I have done a little bit of the new deep dungeon. It's a lot of fun. I really like it. So I think we're gonna go and do some floors of that maybe. I can't remember if that's something that I can do from here or not. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. That's okay. That's fine. But yeah, I do really like it. I'm up to floor 50 or something like that. I've done a couple of rounds of floors 31 through 40, I think, and that we'll probably reset progress and do those again here. There's like some interesting caps, like because we have a much like wider variety of checkpoints and stuff, which is really cool. I really like it. It also means there's like some hard caps on your aether pool going into some of these levels. So yeah, we've got to get all that figured out first. Oh, it's down here. Okay. But yeah, I do really like it. Mechanics are fun. It ramps up real fast. Real fast. Like you do the story bits and that's cool. And then you do the post-story bits and it gets real hard. And so, you know, I'm kind of curious to see what the later ones are going to look like. All right, let's reset. There we go. Enter Pilgrim's Traverse with a matched party. And we'll just do this right off the bat. We're just going to start straight and go from there. But it is a lot of fun, and it's something I think that's been sorely needed. I think after the Icos or whatever it was didn't do so hot. This one feels a little bit better balanced. Not everything is like a big HP sponge. They just hit really hard. But they are definitely doable. And you don't have like the wandering elites running around. Maybe some of the later dungeons will get to that. But everything that I've seen so far has been fairly decent time to kill wise. Right? Here it is. Also, you get like a whole lot of new music. And a lot of classic music too. So yeah, I'm digging it. But yeah, this level and above, the Pegasi, they're the ones you gotta watch out for. If you don't have a decent Aether pool, those things will one-shot you. They do that charge, and then they've got like a thingy, like a big AoE that they do after, and it really hurts. It really hurts. And then after this, we'll probably end up doing the Monster Hunter collab, because I have not done it yet. I haven't even started the quest for it, so I'd like to do that. I've heard it's really fun. I don't know anything about Archivald. I don't have Monster Hunter or Wilds. You know, now that I've got a nice paycheck, maybe that's something we can look into. But yeah, I haven't really looked at it. All I know is that Limit Cut is back in the Extreme. Oh, Limit Cut. I love you, Limit Cut. I do legitimately really like Limit Cut as a mechanic. But I think it's because I've got it pretty well figured out. I think the secret to Limit Cut is figuring out if you are musically inclined or not, right? Because it really is just a basic rhythm game, right? It's just jump and slam, right? That's all it is. So if you're good with like metronomes, then you can figure out Limit Cut. But if you're not musically inclined, if you have no rhythm, you're pasty like me, then you might have some problems. But I like it. I don't mind it at all. I have not had too many issues with Limit Cut. It's just more of the party coordination, I think, than anything. But I am excited. I don't know if like the potion thing is back. I know nothing about it. So yeah, we'll go over there and hop into that and have some fun. Yeah, I want to get in there. I didn't realize it, but I guess you can get palicos as the housing merchants, like the NPCs you can put in your houses. So yeah, we gotta do the Monster Hunter collab. I'm not missing out on my palico buddy. I guess we're just doing it. That's cool. That's fine. I haven't gotten Jack from. I've done, you know, if you include the times I've done repeats. And then, yeah, it's been about 50 floors. I have gotten nothing. I got like a green corsage or something. Some BS, right? And that's about it. Oh, Mimic. Yeah, I'd like us to go through and round out some Accursed Horde pieces. I don't know if we'll find any, but I want them. Ooh. Yeah, you can kind of see what I mean. Like, they're not hard, but they do hit like a truck. Some of these do. All right, did we pick up the silver? I guess we didn't. Okay. Oh no, ferried. I have noticed on the later floors that you don't really get the incense all that much. You can't call in Feaul. I don't know why that is. Ooh, 3 Pegasi. This is gonna be interesting. You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got you. Cool. Get everything? Are we missing one? I think we're missing one. I think one went AFK. That's fair. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of miss seeing the incense in the later floors. I can't remember if that was a thing like in the past deep dungeons either. If it stopped giving you the cool stuff later, like later floors. Hmm. Oh yeah, there you go. Give me that Hades. Give me that Hades piano remix. Hit me with it, Soken. I don't even really know what is going on right now. We're just kind of wandering around. I'm chatting. They're chilling. It's cool. All right, but how you guys been? What's your lives been like? I hope everything's going okay. I don't know. I'm so tired, guys. Like even right now. And it's not good that I'm tired. Because normally this would be about the time that I'm like just waking up. Right? Like my new shifts are 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's an experience, to say the least. So yeah, I'm a man outside of time. It's a very chill job. It's very easy, but that comes with some of its own drawbacks, I guess. But yeah, just getting used to, I think the 8-hour shifts has been, I think, the hardest thing, more than anything else. Like there were a couple points this week where like I got off work and I was like, hey, I got a second wind. Maybe I can stream, right? And then like within half an hour, I'm out. Like I'm passed out. So I guess it's kind of a good thing I didn't. Man, we're not getting any Pomanders for the Accursed Horde. Intuition, that's right. I'm forgetting my words. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just getting used to the time. You would think being on real VTuber hours already would make it slightly easier. It does not. But I think another part of it is just the lack of a diet, right? Like I don't get like a real lunch. I mean, I'm all by myself, so I can eat lunch really whenever I want. But like I can't go get things, right? So I have to either bring it with me or you know, find some place that can DoorDash or something. And as I've mentioned many times, our town closes at like 10 o'clock. So it's been rough. Buried. Okay, well that's fine. Gives us more time to chat. So yeah, it's been a very tiring experience, more than anything else. But yeah, you know, aside from that, what I have been able to get in and do has been yeah, it's been pretty fun. I found that second Earth-like world over in Elite. Got that completed tonight, and then got a couple of other things that I'm kind of working on. And yeah, it's been an interesting week. You know, I think after my first couple paychecks, since I'm actually going to be able to afford things now, take care of some bills. I think, you know, the first couple paychecks, I'm going to buy myself something really nice. Give myself a really nice gift. And then everything else after that will probably go towards student loans and savings, right? Pay off a couple things that need paid off. Kind of see where things lie. Maybe eventually start looking into, you know, getting into my own place again. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be real nice. Make things a lot easier. But you know, it's gonna take a couple of months to kind of get my land legs on it. So you know, just bear with me. It's already gonna be kind of rough for streams, as you can already tell. I think once I get into the rhythm of it, it'll be a little bit easier. But the plus side is I'll be able to like actually afford things for the stream now. So, you know, those channel memberships that I keep kind of saying maybe we'll bring out, hey, we'll probably be able to do it now, since I can actually afford to pay someone to make some emotes. Because I guess that's really the main draw of memberships, aside from just, you know, helping your old buddy Weston. But yeah, it'll be nice. Maybe, you know, maybe buy some other assets that I really want. And I've been kind of looking at maybe just getting some commission art, some things that I could use for like some thumbnails and that kind of thing. Yeah, just little things here and there. You're probably not going to see me come out with like a big song cover or anything like that. Not anytime soon. But it'll at least be a start. Oh, cool. Baited. Oh, you're fine. We've got a sage somewhere. Probably way ahead of us. Oh no, you are the sage. Alright. Hey, that's the name of my studio. Studio Sage. I do need to switch over and play Sage some more. Because I do really like it and I need to catch up on some of my gear. It's always been kind of like a nice backup job. And we got this guy. Oh, you're a Picto. Okay. I saw the giant hammer and I was like, oh, are you a marauder? They're not. Okay. Man, we're just... I do not sense the call of the accursed horde. I mean, we're already 6 floors deep, man. A little late. But hey, you know what? If we can just find one bag, I'll take it. One is all you need. Just give me something good. Wow, what is going on with my Aether Pool, by the way? Like, what, 76 arms, but only 56 armor? What? Okay. Well, you know, I guess I'm not the one getting hit the most. That's fine. Let's just point ourselves in a direction and go. Anything up here? Okay, no accursed horde here either. Okay, that's fine. We'll just roll with it. Eh. See, that's what you get for rushing ahead. You guys can take all the traps. I guess since we don't have a tank, I can actually like initiate combat on some of these guys instead of just hanging back. I'm that guy. I'm the dead weight this round. You know, sometimes you just need it. Sometimes you need to be the dead weight for just a little bit. Take a vacation, man. I did notice that they put out like some hot fixes and stuff. I didn't really see what all was involved with it. I don't know what was broken. I hadn't heard anything. Yeah, I also still need to do Hildy too. I don't know if we'll get to Hildy tonight. We'll you know, play it by ear, see how we're feeling, seeing if I can stay awake. You guys are helping me. You're the caffeine tonight. In addition to my actual caffeine, I'm just chugging this stuff. The past 4 days, I'm 90% caffeine. I did, you know, finally start going and taking care of myself. Bought some vitamin D tablets, sorely needed. I probably should have had them anyways. Just, you know, for general life things. But yeah, especially now that I'm working overnights, it's kind of essential. And it does help out a little bit. I won't say it like completely staves things off, but I am less sleepy than I would be without them. So, you know, it helps me get through my days. Ooh, mortification. Which one are you? Ah, okay. And still no accursed horde. What is going on? Like, now we're getting all the intuition, but there's nothing to show for it. Oh, don't worry about it. Just hit things. All right. I mean, we got to kill things anyways to get this thing open. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Now I can be the lazy one. Yeah, that's right. You come to me. Oh, okay. Come on. Floor 39. Surely you've got to have something. And then after that, we can move to floor 41. I haven't stepped onto any of the higher end floors. So this will be an experience. I am very curious about how much it ramps up though. I think it required like 46 and 46 or something. Can't remember. The good thing is, like, it does seem like they really adjusted the Aether Pool gear and how fast it ramps up. I am genuinely surprised that I'm already like 72 and 62. I would not have guessed. And so yeah, I think a lot of the problems people had with deep dungeons seems like this has fixed a lot of them. You know, whether or not it's going to be something you still do long term, who knows? I guess it'll depend on like if it's decent for experience and whatnot. But I've enjoyed it. I'm already enjoying it way more than Orthos. See, yeah, all those intuitions and nothing. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. It's rough. Dude, you saw the trap. It was right there. It was glowing. We used the sight. All right, let's do it. Hey, look at that. We sense the accursed horde calling us, finally. So we'll at least get one sack. Some of the bosses have been... No, they're pretty fun. Like, I wouldn't say they're too terribly hard. This one, honestly, one of the easier ones, I think. The story boss that you get on floor, what is it, 30? Okay, we don't need... There we go. Well, okay, fine. We'll just kill them anyways. But yeah, the actual story boss you need on floor 30 is a lot of fun. He's kind of tricky. He'll slam newbies pretty hard. It took me... I took a couple of big hits that first time too. Ugh. More and more. There we go. All right, but after this, after we check out the next couple of floors, we'll go and see what's going on with that Monster Hunter collab. What brings them to our defensible realm, right? I've heard the actual Omega fight, like actually in Monster Hunter, is a lot of fun too. I'm curious what the Monster Hunter crowd is thinking of it. Like, do you get it now? Do you get the memes? All right, so this has to be the room, right? This has to be the room. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. I was like, gotta be around here somewhere. Nice. Up success. Hooray. All right, I definitely feel like just about everyone in this group is way over leveled. The first time I ran this, they did not die that fast. I feel like we're at that point now. Yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed to trying Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know how it would run. I've heard it had some fairly big like frame rate issues, but to be fair, so did Monster Hunter World when that first came out. They did eventually fix it. But you know, now that the old processor's aging a little bit, I'm sure I'll be fine playing it on my own. But I mean, where's the fun in that? I want to be able to play with you guys. All right, let's go. All right, he's volunteering. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, this one really not a hard fight. You gotta know the pattern that these things spout in. Go up top near... Wow, we're not even gonna get to a second set of whales. Okay. That's a thing. Wee. It's just a bleed. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Here I am talking it up how easy it is. Streamer life. You get distracted. I'll calm the sage, the lone healer. Nice. All right. Give me something good in this sack. I haven't gotten anything. I've gotten a bunch of potions. That's no fun. Who wants those? Ah, tree. Right. Appraise me. Hey. There we go. There's something. There's something. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I don't know if I've seen, like, the Chocobo top. I'm sure they've got a pajama top, right? All right. Well, let's try these upper floors. First time doing these. I don't know how it's going to go. Oh, 7 minutes. Okay. So I guess this is the wall. I mean, that makes sense. This is like the first set of floors that I remembered, like, that they absolutely have to have like a hard Aether Pool requirement. It's not a huge one. Like I said, I think it's like 46 and 46 or something, which is, it's honestly a lot faster than it sounds. If you're used to like Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High, it's much faster. Much faster than those were. Like I'm already, after what, five floors including repeats, I'm already almost able to just buy out my weapon, right? Get the glams. So yeah, it's pretty quick. But you know, you get a lot of people who are just like checking it out, and then they see that and they're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to repeat. Or they're trying to do the 1 to 100 run, right? So yeah. But I personally don't think it's too bad. All right, I can't remember. Does Wolkendorf have the heals? No, they don't have a mender. Okay, well that's cool. That's fine. You know, even though we're right here. Although I guess it doesn't damage your weapons and stuff, does it? Okay, well that's fine. That's cool too. All right. Need to go and see where the Hildebrand quest starts. I would assume it's still Solution 9. I kind of forgot where we left off. We have 2 Hildies now. Things happening. We discovered the secret lab. But I do really like this round of Hildy quests. The last round was like, it was okay. It was fine. But this one's very much up my alley. I don't know. Maybe I've just been on like a noir kick lately. Got that new Thomas Pynchon novel out, and I'm like, all right, give me my fedora. Let's go. Is that even still a thing? Is that still like a thing that the Grognardy neckbeards still wear? The fedora? It was such a thing for a long time. But I haven't like seen a whole lot of people memeing on it lately, so I guess it fell out of favor. I guess they finally took a hint. Now all the Grognards just wear red armbands. That's how you tell. That's how you tell they're horrible people, right? All right, well, I guess I'll fly all the way over here to do my mending. I need to see what I need. Let me bring up Gamer Escape. I got to see what all I'm gonna need for the sales. Like I said, like the last time that I was in an FC that really like did a lot with the workshop, our FC leader did everything, so I didn't ever really touch it at all. I have honestly no clue how it all works. You know, I did notice it seems like back when I used to do it, with my FC, you know, we had to all like gather in the workshop and like channel to make things. It doesn't seem like that's a thing this time. Maybe it's still a thing when I actually have to put the pieces together. Who knows? But so far, I've been able to do all of it solo. I'm hoping I'm not going to need more people to come in here and click a button. I feel like that's very dumb. Like, hey guys, come back here from whatever you're doing to click a button and just stand still for like 8 seconds. And then you're free to go. Right? Like, why? Why would you have us do that? Like, I get the idea of like, hey, you need the sense of community or whatever. It's your FC. It's your guild. Let's do things together. Let's play with our friends. But I don't think holding a button for 8 seconds so you can build an airship is really what game designers had in mind. I don't think that's what the EverQuest guys were thinking of when they created MMOs, right? By the way, that's something I haven't touched in a couple weeks. I'm kind of getting the itch to get back in. It's been a time thing, right? All right, someone around here's got to be able to mend. It's been so long since I've actually gone through Omeg to see what all is around here. Hey, there we go. Cool Minder. Okay. Well, thanks for nothing. It's fine. It's fine. I'd rather check than not. I'm very uptight about everything being at like 98%. Partially because you can't like do certain things if it's 1% off. I don't know why that is either. Well, if this ends up taking a few more minutes, I might need to make that second cup of coffee. That's why I started early, by the way. It was supposed to be like a 9 o'clock stream. Whatever. Didn't quite end up like that. Oh. Alright, so what awaits us in here? Okay. So we got like an Amarang kind of vibe. I do like that they are sending us like... Oh, okay. Good start, everybody. Thank you. I do like that they are kind of sending us all over the globe. I think that's kind of neat. Being able to see like a bunch of different areas. And it's like even canon. Like this church that we're exploring is basically a big tunnel throughout the entire planet. It's kind of a good excuse. It's just a very quick little throwaway line, but, you know, sometimes that's all it takes. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's only 92,000. It didn't kill me. That's what matters. Alright, so we still don't have another tank. Looks like maybe our Picto's the same. Or it's our Rogadin buddy. I haven't really taken a look to see what all I can buy either. With like all the little pot shirts and stuff. It seemed like there were some decent items. And like not terribly difficult to get some of them. See, I've got 3 Aether Pool Glass. That's our pot sherds this time. It's Aether Pool Glass. But then you also have like this luminous oil. I can't tell what some of this is for. I'm assuming at least a couple of these items I've been getting are for like the whole whatever that new level rank of extreme trial is. You know, you can feed it different things. Basically the Mythic Plus version of this, right? Which I haven't really seen anyone talking about, by the way. Being such a kind of like new concept to the game, I feel like I've seen more people talking about the Monster Hunter Extreme than I have the trial at the end of this. I kind of thought that this would be a bigger thing, but maybe I've just been out of the loop the past week. Like I said, I'm a man outside of time at this point. You gotta forgive me for not being completely. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is new. Usually I get turned into a mud ball. I'll take flame guy. Look at me. Oh Lord, I coming. He coming. Oh, that's a big AoE. That's a big AoE. Yeah, so you need one person to click up here, click off the transfiguration, and then they can be like your loot guy. They just run around clicking all the things. I'm Cal Ralla right now. Look at him. Tell me I'm wrong. Alright, I can already tell this is going to be another one of those rounds where I just... Nothing. No gold sacks for anybody. Why you change? Why you change? You can just be like this. Don't you think I'm sexy? See the big badonkadonk back there? Come on, man. Give me some lovin'. Alright. Come on, man. Hey, there we go. Okay, so the incense, you still can get it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I legitimately have not seen it in quite a few floors. Oh, that is a fast cast. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, so watch out for that. That's lesson learned. Don't gotta tell me twice. I'm guessing this poison is bad too. That's cool. Okay, it's not too bad. I thought it'd be like crazy big. Alright, so we've got some interesting enemies. This guy. This nerd. I'm not taking him on until I'm fully healed. Come on. Come on, there we go. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can take it down. Oh, or we can just ignore it. That's cool too. That's fine. Still no intuition. Okay. Okay. And I guess we can really use it whenever, huh? Removes all curable status ailments. Huh. I haven't really seen that one pop up. Like some of these, I will say, do suffer from the same problem of some of the other deep dungeons, which is that some of the pomanders just really don't seem like they have much of a use. I suppose it's for the 1 to 100 challenge for a lot of people. I'm guessing they probably have a lot more use for solo runners. But like in a group setting, like I can't really see too many situations where I'm going to use that. Alright, so we got an Adamantoise. I have not seen a whole lot of Adamantoise like around. Oh, he's slow. He's like really slow. I wonder what that's going to imply. Is it a situation where if he reaches me, I just like die instantly? Is it just a big tonberry? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I don't like it when things are really slow approaching me. Not in video games. That's always a bad sign. Alright, come on. Give us some intuition. Something, anything, really. All right, that's fair. It's what I deserve. More than I deserve, really. I'm sorry, Rai. You're probably dead. I'm gonna try getting them. I don't think it's gonna work. There we go. I don't have any kind of stuns or anything. Oh, someone did pick up an intuition. Nice, nice, good job. Yay. And fairly early, okay. I mean, you know, 4th floor is better than 6th floor. We'll take it. Ooh, I haven't heard this track yet. I do like the playlist they've chosen for this set of deep dungeons. Maybe it's just because Shadowbringers had so many good bangers. And I mean, you know, you can really just kind of go down a list and choose one, and you'll probably like it. But it's not just like the songs, but it's like the versions of the songs that they chose too. Like a lot of them are like those Chocobo remixes and stuff, and like the piano interlude versions. It's a good mix. There we go. Nice, nice. I guess while we figure out what we want to do after the Monster Hunter collab, I guess maybe do some roulettes. I legitimately have not touched them since our last stream. As you can see, I still do not have my relic weapon for this step. So, you know, we've got a little bit to catch up on that too. All right, man, it said the accursed horde is we sense the call. But where is it? Where is it calling from? Have no ears. I'm an aura. You have to tell me. Nice, nice. Of course it's back there at the last one. Of course it's back there. There's a long hallway. That's fine. Oh. Whoops. I didn't know I had double cast up. You guys are killing things too fast. How can you expect me to keep up? Hey, don't you come here. Nice. Did we get it? Yeah, we did. Ooh, and a votive. Nice. I do like the votives a lot. Go ahead and pop that. Yeah, some of these candelabra, like, buffs are really good. In fact, they're all really good, I think. It's just some are more interesting than others. Turn it into a fire golem with some huge cake. Turn it into some mud balls. Which is basically my default state. Enchantment? How dare you? How dare you? Nice, nice. Alright, no accursed horde here. That's fine. We got time. We can make it up. And that's just gonna be pull in and then stompy stomp. That sounds about right. So here's our passage. Might as well go ahead and clear these guys out. I can solo most of these, I think. It feels like we're pretty over-leveled. Despite the worries about the blockade, it seems like we're doing all right. So yeah. If you're worried about, you know, the minimum Aether Pool requirements, this seems like it goes pretty fast. Wow. Okay. It really ramps up. You stop that. Leave our healer alone. We got a white mage. Look at this. We're gonna hit plus 99 before we even get to floor 60 at this point. Cool. I mean, I don't know why they're checking the other ones. We don't have a Cursed Horde here, so it's fine. I have noticed that people have been a lot better about this. I think people have figured out the etiquette with deep dungeons. Oh, someone's got pox. Oh, someone does have pox. Okay, well, I guess they're fine with just keeping it. Or maybe they went AFK, who knows. Yeah, I think people have figured out the etiquette for deep dungeons. And like, hey, you don't have to check every room. If it doesn't have like silver or something, there's really no point. If it doesn't have a silver chest. Like it's faster for you to just like rerun the level. Generally. Especially if you're just after like a Cursed Horde stuff, right? Oh no, you don't. Stop that, you mud beast. Hey, plain cracker. That's me. I'm the crispy saltine of VTubing. The most average man to ever exist. Ah. Wow, these things. Okay, so that seems to be the theme with this set of floors, is really fast cast times. Like, kinda nuts. Well, someone should use it. There we go. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, damn it, I pressed the wrong one. Okay, well, that's my bad. I didn't mean to press that. I didn't mean to use the sight. That's alright. We got it back. That's the nice thing about sight, is like, you know that the dungeon's just gonna throw them at you. There's really no sense in holding on for too long. I'm just killing these things because I got time. If they want to go out and explore, you know, you do you. Okay, or it could just die before I get to use my swift cast. That's cool. It's okay. How did they even get pox, I wonder? I don't think I saw a mimic. Huh. Maximum HP. Okay, so we got to be careful here. Because some of these things do hit really hard. And with the really fast cast times, like that HP decrease could be a problem. In fact, you know what? We've got more than enough. Let's just clear. Yeah, I didn't realize we had that many Serenities still left. Okay, so we do sense the accursed horde, but where? Where be you? Oh, no, you don't. Nice. Alright, so the antlions, I'm guessing, hit really hard with that 1-2 march. But they have, like, no HP. Cool. I'm gonna go forward if you want to go that direction. Hey. My intuition was correct. Get it? Nah. Nah. All right, let's clear this up. Ah. Ooh, mimic. Okay, let's get that thing down first. It doesn't give anyone else pox. Nice. There's got to be something else that gives it to us. I feel like I haven't seen a mimic actually survive long enough to give anyone pox in probably since like Heaven on High. Not that there wasn't plenty of other things in Orthos that would kill you anyways. All right. Last one. Let's do this. Do we have another intuition? I don't think we do. But that's okay. What do we got? Yeah, we got 2 pieces. Now this boss I've never seen, so we're going into this blind. I don't know how this is gonna go. Nice, nice. Let's just burn them. We gotta kill them anyways. All right. Wow. That's the first time in a while that I've seen the message that Aether Pool remains unchanged. So yeah, I think we're a bit over-leveled. What do you think? Triffids. For a second, I was very confused. And I remember that the Star Trek things are tribbles, right? I was like, what are they doing in our game? Alright, well, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what it could be. A big antlion, maybe. Ooh. Ooh, we get the treasure map music. Oh wow, who would have guessed? Nice. The branch is here to aid you. Alright, let's see what we got. Liquefaction. Yeah, that's a quicksand. Oh, we gotta stand on the thingies. Okay. That's a cool mechanic. I don't know if we've really had anything like that before. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. So it doesn't seem like the quicksand does too much damage. It's just kind of tricky to traverse, huh? Ugh. Again? Oh. Okay. It was gonna do the thing where you gotta, like, stop. But that's fine, too. Hey, achievement. Pachi, pachi, pachi. Good job. Healers. Hey, another fragment of glass. Nice. I don't think there's anything I can get with the potions. Like, they're all... You need like 50 of them or something. We can take a look. But praise me. Anything else good? Sacramental grain. Sacramental light. Okay. So yeah, I am guessing those are for pumping up the boss later. Oh, so we can like get some lore. We won't do that now, but maybe I'll do that later. Change artifacts. So yeah, what do we have? I don't really know where to get the First Light relics. I haven't seen too many of those. It's kind of weird that I'm getting more glass than I am relics. Yeah, see, you went the hairstyle. That's a lot. But the beaver, you can get the beaver for 25. Show me the beaver. This thing. This thing. I mean, it is cool, especially since, you know, you can do the frog outfit. You can get the frog head and put that thing on. Do a little cosplaying. Speaking of, ooh, let me take a look. Does that start tonight? I think it might. Is it the 17th? It is on the 17th. Man, I should have waited. We should have streamed later. That's fine. Yeah, tonight is All Saints Wake. It begins. I'm going to be passed out, but that's okay. I want to know how to get... I'm guessing the First Light Relic. That's got to be a thing. From like the final boss, I'm guessing. All right. Let's actually I'm gonna go to Tulia Lal. Let's go get started on the Monster Hunter thing. I'm curious about it. Been putting this off. I've been waiting to join and do this with you guys. So I think it's time. Let me go get some more coffee and turn on my AC. I forgot how much this starts heating up whenever I've got the stream OBS going. Yeah, BRB. All right, I'm back. I guess my dinner is a chocolate chip cookie, so you know that's just how life is going. All right, where's this cat? What are you doing here, man? What news do you bring from other realms? I'm assuming, yeah. Yep, that's it. Who would have guessed? Do I have? Boy, do I. Animal carcasses have been turning up one after another over in Shaolani. Huh. You have to figure out why. Could it be? To be a monster? We have to hunt? We've received this. Oh no. Distinctive style to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a mark bill. I know these things. But less peculiar than the client who delivered it either. Too small for the Hetsaru and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from. I doubt I've ever heard of it. I have. I got some underwear from a dragon that I killed last time he showed up. You've handled a request like this previously, I'll be damned. Lately, there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fell Valagarmanda were to take this one on. Would you lend us your strength? Boy, would I. Only I had dual blades, because apparently none of the other VTubers I watched ever play dual blades. I need to... I guess I'm going to have to buy the game and pick up the mantle. I think maybe Miko is dual blades. But, you know, she's busy and doesn't really play it a whole lot. Howdy, howdy, Noah. I was yearning for a good hunt. I have a feeling it'll be one to remember. Now, the client should have all the details you need to get started. No doubt they've been eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on this task. Should be hanging in the tavern of Kusatawi. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why no one ever chooses dual blades. I don't know how to play anything but dual blades. It's my favorite weapon. I have no reason to change. Spin to win, baby. I did see that that Ina and Bibu did do the Omega fight in Monster Hunter. I have not watched it yet. I need to go watch the VOD. Unfortunately, I haven't had a whole lot of time to do a whole lot of the YouTube stuff. So I think I'm going to make up for as much of it as I can over the next 2.5 days. Remember, you can like and subscribe to help me escape the life of customer service and actually do things worth doing in my life. There they are. Little fuzzy friend. I always love how well they translate the animations into this game. I also like that like half of these collaborations just come from Yoshi P like getting drunk in Square Enix's offices with some other game developer. It's like, hey, we should do a collab. They're like, we should. And they do it. Who put out the bounty on the monster? Are you a hunter? Don't you mean monster? Meowster? What in the... Oh, I see. You've met one of my kin before, haven't you? I hadn't realized other felines have ventured to these parts. Well, it's been a few years. Been a couple of expansions. Things have happened. But putting that aside, I've been searching for a capable hunter to aid me in my quest. Can I count on your help? Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters on this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. Well, we do have a grand hub. It's for a very different thing than monster hunting. Just, you know, I'd recommend changing servers before you go to the quicksand. I'd better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. The mark in question? None other than Guardian Arkfeld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when... When what? Oh, no. Oh, no. We need to put on some Power Band 5000. Should we? A spider-like thing appeared as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkfeld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. And before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then, all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in the land of Tural. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said, Program Loop Upgrade. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Arkfeld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Came to the right lizard girl. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. The White Wanderer. Let's do this, stray feline. Yeah, I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkfeld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks of dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yatanane. Let's see if we can't find signs of its passage. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. Well, you know, don't talk to the cacti, that's all I can say. Talk. Easier to track monsters that leave something behind, but in Arkfeld's case, that'll be tricky. I think the best we can hope for is a few strands of its fur or markings left by its tendrils. I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folks for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either, you know. We use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast and then unleash a barrage of tranq bombs to put them to sleep. I don't know if that's quite the strat that I normally use. Usually you want to sleep them and then put down the traps. Maybe a few explosive barrels. Now, I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path. I don't think that'll be a problem. I think we took care of most of them. And no good sheriff. That strange stretch in Dawn Trail. Still not entirely sure what it was for. But you know, I had fun. I know a lot of people really hated that whole quest line, but you know, as someone that's you know, from a little bit of rural country, I was fine with it. Felt familiar. Heap of withered weeds. Bears an unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found in tumbleclaws native to the region. Okay, well that's not it. Tumbleclaws, but you know, if they're just leaving their weeds around, I'll take a few of those. Need them for some potions. Alchemy don't level itself. I gather these dried weeds are left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkfeld. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Mimifida that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time, some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spitting image of Mimifida. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it's impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkfeld here. Let's keep looking. I love this guy. I love this little dude. I can't wait to have him in my house. Look at his little animation. Look at his little running. Look at his little running animation. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is adorable. This is already like far above my expectations. But you know, the last time they did the collab, it was really good too. So they know what they're doing. Capcom's got their quality control, Square's got theirs. Chalawani. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the change of the seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find. And come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. That is a lot of F's. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. I'm down with how much these guys just love hunting. Like, that's all they do. That's all they live for. The remains of a sunbeard. Oh, sunbeards. Okay. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkfeld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all Guardians have a white coat. Even the Guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. A white Rathalos. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Feels wrong. Yeah, I guess the Guardians are like the EX versions. Kind of like how Worlds had their versions too, right? Flying Papato, what are you doing? How are you doing this? You're like 200 eye levels below any chance of me carrying. Watch out for butt worms. Is this the one? This has to be the one. He's on the ground suggests something massive was dragged across it with armor-like scales strewn about the area. Ooh. These scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkfeld. Yes. Hurrah. I think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? Don't mind me, it's probably one of the most interesting things I've collected in a while. Nothing but crafting all the way down. I love this little guy. My feathered friend here is called a secret. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. I didn't get to smell what you gathered. Remarkably similar to chocobos. Ooh. Definitely doesn't sound like a chocobo. That was not a wark, my friends. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkfeld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the secret and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. Thank you for explaining how a link pearl works. Not like you're in our world this time or anything. Now then, you need only trust in the secret to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkfeld in no time. All right, off we go. Let's track this dude. I've heard the animation is really good. Like not just like it during cutscenes, but during the fight itself. Apparently, it's very fluid. Yes, it fits very well, merging like our mechanics with Monster Hunter visuals, right? This link pearl is a true gem. Be taking us. Now, Arkfeld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time. Guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. Omega, why are you doing this to us? May have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. I wonder if this is like a time traveling Omega too. Like, did this happen ages ago and is just now reaching us? Because, you know, the Omega we know, he's a little guy now. He's traveling the world. He's seeing the sights. But yeah, I don't think Arkveld is gonna even attempt Solution 9. I think even it knows not to go anywhere near that. Oh. Quick. Time to examine. Time to click a sparkly. Let's go. Who did this? You know, bite marks. Well, that's interesting. They're just hunting for the fun of it. Dealing with one of those monsters. I see. I see what kind of beast you are, Arkveld. I didn't expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies of this place and felling any other monsters that get in the way. Does sound like a Terral Vidral. Boy, if you like monsters. It's all rather complicated, but in short, guardians do not possess an organ for digestion. What? How's that work? That's why they never attack out of a desire to feed. Thank you for the biology lesson. Did not expect that in my side quest. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Oh, it's fighting our snake buddy. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it, but how? Yeah, we need like a raid team to fight the worm. Oh, I've got it. Try taking out a pot from the pouch on the secret. You'll know you found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle. Alright, let's fling the poo. Let's do it. Called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frighteningly fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beast packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. You got it. I don't know. I feel like the worm's doing all right. Oh, that's some cool animation. Yeah, I see what they're talking about. Yeah, they did a good job with this. I wonder what you even get for beating the EX. As we'll find out when we get the token guy unlocked. Yeah, that's right. Take a good look. You're going to be seeing a lot of me in the future. I mean, we kind of look similar, don't we? He's got the horns. I've got the horns. He's got a pointy little hat. I've got a pointy little hat. You know, it was fate. We were bound to meet. Arkveld fled as well. Perhaps it perceived you too as a threat and returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you'd love to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathalos' tail. Alright, where's this den? Me and 7 buddies got a meeting to keep. Yeah, that turf war continued. It may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness that dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkfeld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkfeld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Yes. Yes, show me the meat. Show me the meat. Hit me with the song. Hit me with the song. I want to hear it. I haven't heard Wild's song yet. Come, make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we have ourselves. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling. Man, that sounds really good right now. I haven't had normal food in 2 weeks. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I'm so hungry. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grill more meat. Yeah, I'm gonna grill more. Let's go. Yeah. That's the stuff. That's what we're all here for. This is the content you crave. Don't lie to me. All right. Hit me with that trial. Delicious. Now with your appetite sated and spirits soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. Oh no. Oh no, not this again. They'll come in handy during the hunt. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkfeld and protect the life on these plains. Yeah. And I haven't dealt with the potions in a while. Last time it was like you can solo Rathalos EX now. And yeah, that was really, I think, the last time I dealt with any of it. Okay, well, let's sign up. Let's see how this is gonna go. The Windward Wilds. Yeah. I wonder how we have to time it. Alright, so we have not unlocked, like, the shop. So we can't even see, like, what I can get. That's okay. It's only a matter of time. I've heard the normal is not too bad. It's really the EX that's kind of wild. And even then, I guess EX is really... It's just limit cut. It's really... It's the eternal... The eternal limit cut. It will forever be the bane of Party Finder. I don't know why. Just people, for whatever reason, have never figured out how numbers work. It's a good screenshot place. I hope we can get back here later. Yeah, this kind of owns, actually. I really hope we can come back and check this out later. Where is this? Oh, it's just kind of its own little spot, huh? Yeah, this is a cool G-post spot. All right. The lair. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, we're like in the cave. We're not waiting for him to merge, huh? Ooh. All right, anyone else really want to watch Tar right now? All right. All right, well, I don't know what we're going to do. It's about 67 or 76 to 78 scales for everything. Got it. So can I still heal like normal? It looks like I can. Okay. Oh, so it's so it's actually a little bit beyond the halfway point. Gotcha. Got it. Is that gonna be middle or okay? Yeah, the dive bomb. Oh, okay. Get in. There we go. All right, I see now. That's got to be get out. Okay, and then do we get back in? Nope. All right, bake a pot. Ooh, I'm cutting it real close. Yeah, I can see what people were saying about the animations. They're really good. Oh, what? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's a new thing. I know what that means now. Just a new thing for Donut. Gotcha. Interesting. I'm gonna follow everyone else. When in doubt, move with the herd. Oh god. Well, I'm close to this one. So you got to move out and then in. Okay, I see. Okay. So just order of operations. All right, let's do this. All right, fight's kind of wild. I dig it. Okay. All right, now what do we got? Oh god, this again. Okay. Oh, and it's like, it's got like a trail it follows. Okay. I see. All right, so this one is out and then in. Gotcha. Got it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Out and then stay out. Okay. Get over here. Are we gonna do the donut thingy again? Are we doing it? I got rushing waves, got it. Okay. Move over here, just outside of the circle. Yep. Okay. All right, I'm getting the hang of it. Oh wow, so it like goes back. I see. I see. Oh. Okay. Okay. So void and then get in the middle. Gotcha. Right side. I'm just kind of like, I'm just digging the animation. It's really smooth. All right, move over to the right. I do like how they've incorporated like the larboard and starboard into the fight. I can see why they like chose this one to match with Omega. That's pretty cool. There we go. Now we can stay in and it'll be good. Nice. Hey, I stayed in the tower this time. You can't yell at me. Ooh. Okay. Worry about it. Should be free. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. All right. All right, now what? Now what do we got? All right, it's roaring. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Well, it seems like it's just going to be repeats, huh? Okay, I'll move over here. All right. I think we got it. And these other guys know what they're doing way more than I do, so carry me, buddies. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. All right, and then it's going back. All right, now what? Now what do we got? Again. All right, I'm going to follow everyone else. That seems to be the strat, right? Okay. Nice. Very nice. Hey, look at us. Video games. All right. Could have been a better first attempt, but we got it done, right? That's what matters. Yeah, that's a fun fight. I'm curious what the EX is like. But I felt like I didn't really use the potions all that much. Granted, I was like floor tanking the entire time, so that's cool too. Oh god, we have to carve. We have to carve. Okay. Hey. Oh, it actually... Oh no. It's got physics. Yeah, that's fun. That's a very fun fight. But please tell me we can come back here. I really want to know. He did it. He defeated Arkfeld. Now these planes will know peace once more. Thanks to you that I even knew of this threat in the first place. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. It was nothing, really. I'm just thankful you have a hunting association in this land, too. Where I'm from, the moment you issue a request, you'll have a swarm of hunters on your doorstep, itching to carry it out. The quest counter is always bustling as a result. As it should be. I suppose I'd better find a way back to the Forbidden Land soon. And yet, it's not every day that you get spirited away to a vast continent like this, you know? I'd like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see where the winds take me, and fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows? By the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'd be a worthy adventurer by then? Buddy, we've got like 3 encyclopedias all ready to go through. You got more than enough content. Beginning with ARR before moving into the award-winning expansion Heavensward. I guess we can just leave. Oh, I gotta go back to Tulio Lala. Maybe, yeah, the original dude. The original dude that we talked to is, I guess, gonna be our merchant. Hey, so we can go back. Good to know. Good to know. I'll do some G-pose in there later. Put on my boots, my cowboy boots. Fancy hat. Alright, well, you know, not my best performance as Red Mage, but there's a lot going on and I'm basically running on no sleep, so I'm gonna stick by that excuse. Ugh. I go the long way. Yeah, I don't know if I'll end up doing the EX. I think it could be pretty fun. I probably have to do it anyways to unlock more mentor stuff, but it's not like I'm really paying much attention to that. Back so soon. Alright, now show me the rewards. Show me the money. The hunt was a success. Well done, well done. Indeed, perhaps now life can return to normal for the fauna of Shalane. By the way, we carved some scales from Arkfeld's hide. Would you be able to craft anything with them? It'd be an awful waste to leave them as only a souvenir. Now, this is a rare find. You speak with the smithy here. I'm sure he could fashion armor with it, or at the very least exchange it for other wares. Not every day you find a mystical beast from another land, right? Gotta be worth something. Again, should you find any other noteworthy materials? Perfect. Come on, I want to see the shop. What brings you here, my friend? Already finished feeding? Hi, would you look at that? It seems they've grown fond of you. If you're not opposed, why not take them along with you on your adventures? Oh, we get a free mount? I figured we would have had to pay for the mount. All right. Into the box you go. You'll come out randomly. I don't make the rules. Yippee. You couldn't ask for a better companion. Just shove them into the bag with all the others. Got a flying head in there. Namazu. That settled? I believe it's time I was getting on my own adventure. Thanks for everything, Kyra. You got it. May we meet again someday. Hell yeah. Is he going to be wandering out and about like Alpha and Omega do? Because that'd be really cool. I'd like to see him again. Wow. Oh, you get a lot. Oh, you get a lot. Just in time for my new FC house. Yeah. Make a room out of those. The hunt has only just begun. Even earn further rewards by facing Guardian Arkveld in the Windward Wilds Extreme. Well, I gotta see the rewards first. I gotta take a look at what I'm dealing with. Hell yeah. Mountain guide. Click the green circles. When did I get a logistics node? I legitimately do not remember ever getting that. You know, there's a lot of things in here. Don't worry about it. Oh, so you can do enhancements. So I'm guessing this is like extreme stuff. What's my rapier look like? Oh, that is a design. You know, I never did get my umbrella either, my umbrella weapon. A feline support team cart, okay? Yeah, so that must be the extreme mount. Weird that they gender locked all this again. That's kind of a surprise. Maybe it's a Monster Hunter thing when they ported it. How do I get a cat? That's how I get a cat. I only got to do it twice. I can work with that. Permit allows the hiring on the estate. Got a Wild's pendant lamp. All right. That a tabletop? Oh, it's a ceiling light. Oh, okay. Wild's banner, pop-up camp. Yeah, I can make some use out of this. At least some of it. Okay, so these are outdoor furnishings. All right. I'm planning on making like some dioramas and stuff maybe outside. Instead of having like the traditional like decent looking FC outside, might as well turn the front lawn into a bunch of G-post spots too, right? We got a bunch of phasmascapes. Lodge chair. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Well, I think I'll save up a little bit first. They said it was quite a few. It was like up to or close to 80, right? So, you know, there's no rush. We can get it done whenever we get it done, but I am going to go unlock the extreme. Even if I never end up actually doing it. We'll see. I mean, I didn't do Rathalos Extreme for like 5 years after it came out, and then you just solo it. made it handy. Like, I'm always a sucker for more mounts, but it's not like essential. Not something I need right at this moment. Alright, Yoshpi. Love you, but we're skipping your cutscenes. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I need to do the normal before I need to do the normal a few times before we just jump back over, right? Bum 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 bum. Alright, so we're gonna put these in storage for now. Just for now. We'll play around with it a little bit later. How much housing do I get outdoors anyways? It's still 30. Yeah, so it's still not a huge amount. You gotta play around a little bit. Oh, so we do get the weapon coffer. Okay. Okay, well that's gonna, I don't know. If I knew I was gonna be putting that in, then I would have come here later. But you know, I might as well clear out some bag space and get to work. It's gonna be a lot of work. Like, I want to get the workshop up and running, if for no other reason than the workshop is really good income, and I'm gonna need a lot of money to buy all of the furnishing stuff that I'm gonna need. You know, that's the downside about building the G-Post studio is, you know, it's you're gonna need some things, right? Gloam bracers. What else do I even have? I kind of wish they made some of this stuff. I got so many things that I need to clear out. I don't even know why I even have some of this stuff anymore. Like, I think between all of the Mogtomes events, I don't think there's a whole lot that I can use these for at this point. I should take them all out and like just go through and take a look at what's available. Sort. All right, let's see here. What are we rolling on today? What are we gotching today? By the way, I do still play a lot of Uma. Yeah, I do still play a lot of Uma. It's just, I haven't had a whole lot to like spin my carrots on. So, you know, I'm going to be waiting for Christmas Oguri. I think that is what the guides have been saying, and I do need Oguri cap. So, yeah, I think that's going to be like the next time I whale. As much as I like Summer Marazinski, I don't want to risk a 10 pull on her. Not when I should be saving. Not as a lowly free-to-play player. But yes, I do still play it a lot. You can still go back through and probably find my friend code if you wanted. I don't mind. I just unlocked a whole lot of follow slots. Cool. There we go. Sort. And while I am here, let's just take a quick look Bronco Assail. What do I need for round 1? Like, I tried making a bunch of them myself, which is definitely cheaper, but it didn't seem like high quality really helped all that much. Seems like it's just kind of random when you do the workshop stuff, so I'm not going to worry about high quality things if I don't have to. But yes, let's get in here and at least get that done. Okay, so I need rosewood lumber. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. That's fair. I'll just buy the stack and then just sell what I don't need. Why not? Dark steel nuggies. How many? Like, I need 21 of these things. I'm an odd amount. Shouldn't have sold all those nails. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wow, really? Really? That's how it's gonna be? That's how you're gonna play it? Okay, well, fine. I guess we're gonna go make some ingots. And then iron rivets. I think iron rivets you might be able to just buy. Take a look. Yes. So you can just buy them. That does make it a little bit easier. Cool. How about that? All right, let's go and wait. Let me sell these chocobo pants. I don't really have much use for pajama glams. Complete. If they're even worth anything these days. Take a look at the Aerith Gainsborough promo card from the Magic Regional Championships, and yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot cheaper than it was, but the way they had worded it made it seem like everyone that was even participating in regional championships would get one. But no, I guess it's only if you placed and move on to actually go to the regionals. Then everyone gets one, and you know, the higher ups get a foil. But yeah, they're going for like 1,000 right now, so I think that's going to be out of range for me. I don't know. I'm a little down about it. I was really hoping to get it. Like, I knew I wasn't going to get the Tifa promo. And at this point, I don't know if I'm going to get the Alphino and Alizé promo. They're significantly cheaper if I get a Japanese version. But yeah, it's still... That's a lot, man. That's a new guitar. All right, I need to go buy stuff first. Away we go. All right, so where's my merchant? Is it material supplier? Purchase items. It is the material supplier. Nice. Very nice. 21 and 21. Cool. I wish I knew about you earlier. Would have saved me a lot of money. Now back up we go. Oh, I wanted to take a look at walls. Do they have just like plain white walls? Instead of having like the Riviera interior that has the wood beam going through the center. Do we have just walls? It's just plain old. Give me some stucco, man. Interior, there we go. Tana's breath. White interior, there we go. Versatility, that's what we need. That's what we needed. Yeah. Kind of surprised that that's just like something you can buy. I genuinely surprised. All right, the floors. I want something dark. We need like something very, very dark. Because we want the floor to pop as little as possible, right? I don't know, maybe some glade flooring. We'll just give it a look. We'll just take a look and see what it looks like. I'm used to switching these things out a lot, so that's fine. All right. It begins. It begins. The long haul. The house of pain. This is housing. God, I'm not going to look forward to moving all of this stuff. I'm not looking forward to moving all of this. All right. Oh, do I need one for each? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is going to work really well. Yeah, this is what we need. So I need 2 more of each. Proceed. Proceed with fixture changes. And then the light I'm not as worried about just because I mean, the lights are going to be off, right? If it's going to be a proper photo studio, the light should be at 1 or 0. And then you're going to use stand lighting for all of your little dioramas, right? That's generally how you want it. Just like an actual photo studio. Where was it? Pure white. And then what was it? Glade. Cool. 3. Ah! And it's not the housing either. It's all of my crafting stuff that I'm not doing anything with right now. That's what's doing it. That's the eternal struggle of being an Omnicrafter. Am I going to use all of it at this point? Probably not. Am I going to sell it? Also not, because you never know. I might need it. Maybe one day. Right. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Rid of all you guys. Rid of all this BS. Wild that I can desynth all of this, by the way. I would not have expected it from flooring in your house. There's a lot of glue. Nice. Ah. All right. Company workshop, let's go. Let's see if this works. Iron nails. Okay. That's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. I don't know how many I can make. Just have to take a look. Probably... Oh, it's only 1 each. That's not bad. We'll just quick synth all of them. Shouldn't have any failures out of this level. Now the other thing is, like, this is just the first ship. And you got to rank it up. And then you build some more ships. And then you build submersibles. So just, it's a lot. It's a lot to process. Basically, you're in it for the long haul. It's going to be really good money, but it's not something that's like fast. It's not treasure map fast. You just kind of, you got to roll with it as you can. Nice. I hope having one HQ doesn't mess everything up. I hope it lets me include the one HQ. Please. Please let me include the one HQ. Nice. Alright, well, we won't know until we get in here and try, so... Contribute, yes. All. Yep. Just throw them all in. Also weird that this requires 7, and the whole only required 6 each. Okay. I'm not getting like any quality out of this. Of course it's not gonna let me. Of course it's not gonna let me use the 1 HQ one I got. Alright. Back outside we go. Also, it's weird that the FC house does not include a company chest. I guess I gotta buy one of those. It's fine. It's okay. I don't know what we'll do with it, but... I can't... Well, maybe I can incorporate it into a set. I was thinking of having, like, a little welcome desk. I've seen that in a few. And it seems to work okay. Okay. Synth, just finish the thing. Don't worry about HQ. In fact, the HQ version, I don't like its smug look. There we go. Okay, here it's time. Is this gonna work? First half, they had me, I'm not gonna lie. The quality did ramp up in the second, so let's hope this is gonna be enough. I don't think there's like any difference in the actual item quality. I don't know if you can make an HQ hole. Alright, here we go. Let's give it a shot. Please work. I don't want to keep spending more money. Got so little of it to begin with. Excellent. Alright, so what do we need for the next half? Okay, so still things I can buy. That's nice. You know what? Everything else, you can go away. You can go away now. How do we get HQ beeswax? Alright. We'll take it. Dark steel nuggy. Wow, people still use that, huh? Kind of a surprise. 400. Cool. How much does this jellyfish go for? Huh, that's more than I thought. Alright, and into the pot you go. Alright, well that being said, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I think I'm kind of tuckered out. I need to go, I don't know. I'm going to attempt to go eat something. We'll see if that gives me a second win. The outlook not so good. But, you know, thanks a ton for bearing with me this first week. It's been a long week. We'll be discussing the job and all of that moving forward. It's, I don't know. It's a job. I don't like it that much, I'll be honest. It just, I don't know. Like, it's definitely, like, even my manager is saying, like, this is the easiest job you'll ever have, right? You know what? We're just going to talk about the job. Maybe I'm not going to end the stream. Maybe we're just going to talk. I just chat for a little bit, shall we? So yeah, even my manager's like, this is the easiest job you'll ever have. And you know what? He's not wrong. So if you didn't know, I started last week as a night auditor at a hotel, right? And, you know, it is very easy. It's very easy. You know, I clean, I set up our breakfast a little bit. I don't even fully set it up. I don't have to cook anything or anything weird like that. I just put the plates out basically and maybe some bagels, right? And then obviously the night audit itself, which is the most important part. And then I have like 4 hours of downtime. So I've got some books that I read. I go outside every now and then and just enjoy the fresh air, security walks, do whatever I feel like doing. I basically have the entire place to myself. I'm just there in case anything happens. And it kind of sucks. Be honest, it kind of sucks. Like, I'm someone that, you guys know me. We've been at this for what, or in our 3rd year of streaming. Past our second year of VTubing at this point. So we're into our 2nd year of VTubing. So we've been at this a bit. We're gonna go to my private estate for our chat. Go to the private hall. So we've been at this a while. You guys know that I like working. And it's, when I say working, I feel like there's some misconception about it. By work, I don't necessarily always mean money. Obviously, I want the money. I want to do well enough at the streaming thing to be able to like make this the job. But by work, I usually mean like something fulfilling, right? I want something that gives meaning to my existence. And standing around doing nothing, like it's basically the antithesis of everything that I stand for. So yes, like physically, the job is easy. I'm getting paid more than I've been making in the past couple of years to basically sit, right? But for me, like, that's like 8 hours that I could be doing something else that fulfills me a little bit, even though those things don't pay the bills yet. Hopefully one day they will. You know, I'm doing a lot of things in the hopes that one day it will eventually pay off, right? But it really comes down to like just enjoying my time on Earth, I think, more than anything. So, you know, we don't talk about the real life stuff. We're gonna get deep. Are you guys ready? It's like it's late at night. It's time for some deep chats, shall we? Let's turn off the old UI. Let's sit and chat for a bit. How you guys doing? You comfy? You got some nice late night drinks. You know, if it's starting to get chilly out, you're staying nice and warm, enjoying the fall weather. So yeah, you know, I've discussed it quite a few times. They're like, I don't want kids, right? I don't want kids or anything like that. That's been a deal breaker for me in the past. If I wanted kids, I'd probably be married and happily living back out on the West Coast right now. But you know, I knew early on in my life that was not a path for me. So, no kids. And at this point, it's outlook not so good about, you know, finding my soulmate or whatever, right? Finding love. And like, I don't want to sound bitter about it. I mean, I guess I am kind of bitter about a few things, but overall, I've made my peace with it. I'm old enough now. Like, I've come to terms with a lot of that. But with that means this kind of sense of like understanding what I'm leaving behind then. If I'm not going to have kids, I mean, if I'm not going to have a significant other to remember me by, or like a big cohesive family to like leave behind, right? Like, there is that kind of sense of mortality. Like, I understand that I only get one life, and I want to do as much with it as I can. And the things that I'm leaving behind are not, you know, family or whatever. It's not money. It's not a big trust fund. It's whatever I can create and the stories that I tell, right? And that's kind of where things are at. So for me, when it comes to work and jobs, it needs to be something that is fulfilling that goal of leaving things behind. You know, whether it's the books that I write, or, you know, this channel here and the experiences that we share here on the old YouTubes. They'll be around for as long as Google is, and whoever is weird enough to be backing up my VODs on their HD. I worry about y'all, but that's okay. You do you. I don't control you. But yeah, I mean, you guys see what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I mean. You kind of get where I'm going. So, like, just sitting around in an empty hotel, like, it doesn't do anything towards that. It is literally wasting my life away. Even though it pays me the money, because I need money. Because we live in a capitalist hellscape. There's no way to avoid it. I've got the student loans. But, I'm going to change my pose. But yeah. It pays the bills, but it doesn't do anything at all to fulfill the life goals of leaving things behind and sharing experiences with others and that kind of thing, right? Like, at least in the retail sector, when I worked at Barnes & Noble and being a bookseller and all that, at least I was making, like, those connections with people, and, like, it brought me a lot of joy to, like, be able to suggest a book that someone might like really match people with things, because I like books, and obviously that's my degree is writing, so it's very important to me. And yeah, you know, maybe there was someone that wasn't really a big reader, and I found them that book that they wanted, and now they like reading again. Like, that kind of thing is important to me. That's impactful. Watching over a dead hotel lobby is not impactful. It offers absolutely nothing except for the paycheck. And honestly, that kind of sucks. It really does. You know, I've made some decisions in my life, right? I've made some interesting and not always great decisions in my life that have made me poorer, but they were things that allowed me to do the work that I can leave behind, right? So, you know, that's just kind of where things are at. The job is fine. It's going to pay me enough to hopefully get my student loans paid off very quickly. I mean, it's not like I'm making a ton of money. Making like $15.50 or something like that. Even the night differential is only 50 cents more than the entry-level pay they pay for all the employees, which kind of sucks. I thought it was going to be a couple dollars more than that. But, you know, after several years of not really getting enough hours, or, you know, not quite that paycheck, yeah, that's going to be a significant change. Working, you know, almost full-time, 8 hours a day, and getting that paycheck is, you know, that's going to be helping a lot towards getting the student loans down. But it's not impactful work, and basically every day that I go in so far has been like, man, I could be doing so many other things, right? You always hear it's like, oh, we'll just stick it out, and, you know, don't leave this job without having another job lined up and all this other stuff. And I always hear that, and it's just it's always coming from people that have been in the same job for a very long time, because they're always looking. They're always hopeful that, you know, that one that they wanted will come around, right? And yeah, that's really not my mindset. I'd rather just take the risk and do the things that I enjoy, because again, you know, I get one life. This is what I am doing here, and talking with you all and making this channel and having some fun with that. Like, that's going to be basically my life's work. And it can be kind of exciting or kind of sad, depending on how you look at it. But, you know, I think if things do go well, and we can do well and do something with this channel, and keep growing and turn this into a full-time thing, then, you know, I think that will have made it worth it. I think that's a respectable legacy, is being an entertainer, making other people happy, and sharing experiences with others, right? That's kind of what things are all about when it comes to streaming, is sharing those experiences. And, you know, some people say it's like selfish or narcissistic or whatever. You can call it whatever you want. I don't control how you judge other people or how you judge me. But for me personally, like, that's what it's all about, is being able to like share those stories, because that's those memories and those experiences that I share are really the only thing that I've got to share. The only things that are gonna be around when I'm gone. So for me, it's it's important, right? And also, I think it can be kind of inspiring too, right? Like, I was talking to my buddy the other night. Well, it's been a month now. If you're watching, how you doing, man? I have weekends free. We should hang out again soon. But yeah, I was talking with my buddy, and, you know, about how I used to be a photographer and all that. And we were talking about how I'm mostly like an events photographer. I was a photojournalist. So events and things are more my speed than photographing weddings and babies, right? He's like, oh, we've got, you know, the little Comic-Con around here and that kind of stuff. And it's like, I haven't picked up my camera a whole lot since I moved back home, because we live in a small town without a lot of events. And, you know, he was just trying to be helpful. I get it. And I was like, you know, I've been to San Diego Comic-Con. I don't think our little local Comic-Con is really going to do it. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, I can see that, but it's because you're attracted to the spectacle of the thing, you know? And I thought about that for a little bit, and it's like, yeah, you know, it's true. I am attracted to the spectacle of it, because I think, like, growing up, we didn't have a whole lot of spectacle around here. And it was through seeing what other people were doing and seeing their photos and seeing their experiences and blogs and that kind of thing. It was like, that was what made me really kind of push myself to take some risks to go and experience those things myself, right? So whenever I'm streaming and sharing these experiences, it's like, maybe that will eventually get someone else to do those things as well. And I think that's a worthwhile goal. That's why I do this, is to talk with y'all and have some fun, and hopefully, like, maybe someone out there will learn a little bit about me, because I don't think there's a whole lot of people that really do. I don't think we are currently in a situation where people are all that curious about each other or curious about the world around them. Right? We've become very insular. So, like, this is just my way of being like, hey, this is me. This is who I am. When I'm gone, this is the notebook. This is who I was, right? And, you know, we talk about, you know, becoming the big streamers and making the money and that kind of thing. But I think even that kind of enters kind of a feedback loop, right? Because if we did take off and things do keep, you know, keep growing, and we have been growing steadily, and I thank you all for it, because hopefully you're getting something out of it too. And that's kind of what it's all about, is like, if the channel makes more money and we can do this kind of stuff full time, you know, I think there's this vibe of these big streamers that are just like, just rolling in it, and it's all very insular and kind of selfish and kind of narcissistic, of being like, wow, look at this cool thing that I'm doing with all this money that I made from streaming, right? And I think there are some streamers like that, but I don't think I could ever be like that. I think it's a situation where, like, yes, I would be doing a lot of things that I've always wanted to do, but would always come back around to, like, sharing that with you guys, and not really just like showing off, but like, hey, let's talk about this experience. and let's talk about what we've learned. Like, if, say just for example, we made it big, and I took a trip to Japan, right? That's just kind of like the generic thing to do these days for VTubers, is go to Japan, right? But I mean, just using that as an example. Then we would come back, and then we would talk about it, and we would talk about the differences and similarities in the culture, and like what to expect if you're planning to do your own trip, and like things that we learned, and neat things that maybe we didn't know. And maybe, through those discussions, people get a little bit more curious about what's going on outside of their little town, or their little house, or their little circle of friends, right? And then maybe they want to go and experience those things too. So hopefully, it ends up in a situation where, rather than being narcissistic, it becomes inspirational, or educational, or just interesting. I think that's kind of the important thing here. I'm not the big funny man VTuber, right? But I think we've got something kind of special going on that hopefully I am interesting, or maybe I'm just relaxing to listen to. I think every VTuber has something that they offer, right? And yeah, I think that can be what we do on the channel, and what we do here, just as a streamer, with this kind of content that we do. Because we do a little bit of everything. And I think we've had some fun with it so far, right? Like, we talk about bands that we like, and maybe bands you've never heard of. Because I'm an old dude with an even older dad who got me into really old dad rock at a very young age. So, you're going to hear a lot of stuff about Blue Oyster Cult on this channel. But that's okay. Because, that's again, it's sharing those experiences. And there have been cases where maybe chat tells me something that I thought it was interesting. Maybe inspired me to go and maybe try something else in terms of new video stuff, right? But the point being of all of this is the new job kind of sucks. It pays well, but it doesn't really have much of a purpose. As much as any job around here has any kind of purpose, this one even less so, because it offers absolutely nothing towards the end stage of life, right? Because yeah, I mean, I think with where I'm at in life, I kind of hit that point where it's like, one day I'm going to be gone, and what is left? What have I built for myself? What have I created? And this channel's a big part of it. It can be 3D animation. I've got some Blender stuff that I show off on some other accounts and that kind of thing, and maybe some music or some interesting things. But I always need to be making something. I always need to be creating something, and sharing it with the world so that it's around when I'm not. And this job does not let me do that. I mean, I guess I can write another book. I do have my notebook with me. It's just trying to do that by hand, because I don't have a laptop or anything that really works for it. Yeah, trying to do all of that by hand and then transcribing it into a computer when I could just have Scrivener open and just do that on my own. Yeah, it's not great. So yeah, that's kind of where things are at. I was hoping I would like it a lot more than I do. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna leave it immediately after starting. The pay's too good to do that. But I want you guys to know that I haven't forgotten about you, and I appreciate the support. And if you guys want to help out, that's I will take anything that we can to help make us grow and become maybe a slightly better male VTuber than the track record of other male VTubers. but at the very least, the bar is very low to try and make this a thing that we can do full time, right? So, even if you can't contribute financially, that's fine. Like, I hope you're just having fun watching, but yeah, you know, liking, subscribing, sharing, clipping, all of that stuff, that's free. So, you know, when I do those calls to action and that kind of thing, you know, I hate doing it, but it is hopefully getting me out of a situation where I'm literally just staring in an empty lobby for several hours on end. Literally, that's like, I don't even have any cool stories for it. You would think being front desk at a hotel, there'd be like some weird and wild stories, but so far nothing. So far, no one's pulled a fire alarm. I haven't run into like any drunk naked dudes locking themselves out of their doors. It's just been boring, man. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But it does mean that, you know, when we do have our time together, hopefully it means we're going to have a really good time and have some stuff to talk about and some fun games to play. I am going to be trying to stick with the whole weekend schedule. I'm off Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, although it's very fluid because, like I said, I technically start at 11 o'clock at night. So it's more, I'm scheduled Monday, but the shift is more of a Tuesday, right? It's very weird like that. And we're going to work around that as much as possible. If I do end up doing any kind of streams during the week when I've got my work shifts, it's going to be really weird times. It'll probably be the kind of situation where I do it immediately after coming back from work. But I don't know how it's going to go. The sleep schedule's, it's fucked. There's just no better way to describe it. It's all over the place. Like, I thought it would be really easy because I'm up all night anyways, whenever I'm in my natural state, right? But I don't know if it's just the change in the weather or what, but I haven't really been sleeping all that long. Like, I've been able to fall asleep. Usually that's the hard part. But now I'm having a problem where I'm getting woken up like midway through what would normally be my sleep cycle, and then not being able to fall back asleep. I don't know if it's just because of getting hot during the days and really cold at night, or because I'm downing a whole lot of coffee to get through my shift, and then that all hits me when I'm asleep. Could be both. If we're being honest, it probably is both. But yeah, I haven't really been sleeping all that much. So yeah, it's been rough trying to adjust. But I mean, that just kind of goes to show you like how bad it is. Because whenever I'm working on things here, and again, by work, I mean leaving something behind for people to enjoy one day. Like, whenever I'm doing that stuff here, like, I get so focused that like I can pull like an all-nighter easy. If I am like on something really interesting with a project, then yeah, you know, I'll stay awake 20 hours. Why not? Let's do it. I don't even need to eat. Just throw me to this. Just throw me on the computer. Put me in Blender or Premiere and go to town. But this is like the exact opposite of it. It's a job that is actively soaking up my energy every minute that I am there. It's weird how doing nothing can take more energy than doing something that you find worthwhile, right? Funny how that works. But yeah, that's kind of the deep thought situation at hand. Basically, I'm making this for y'all and hoping that you get something out of it. Because again, one day I will not be here. And hopefully it will be very far in the future. 40 years into the future. 50 years. Who knows? Who knows what science will bring, or who knows if we're all gonna be vaporized over the next 4 years. You can't really tell these days with where things are going. But yeah, this is still very important, and I want to keep creating as much as I possibly can. So, you know, it's both kind of a hey, support the channel call, but it's also a hey, thank you call, because if anyone is watching, then it means I existed. And that's important to me, because I don't have anything else that I'm leaving. And that's important to me. So thank you. You know, thank you for acknowledging and sharing your experiences with me and putting up with my experiences here on the channel. I hope we can make it worth it. And yeah, like I said, I do hope that people do get something out of it. You kind of throw these streams to the wind. You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to watch on a VOD later, or if anyone is even going to watch. So it always makes me happy with that people come in and seem to be enjoying the channel. And that's kind of where we're at. That's how the new job's going. That's a lot. But that's our deep thoughts. Things for the night. I'm gonna go get some food. I think I've been waffling between extremely tired and ready to pass out this entire stream, and is so hungry I could like eat the entire McDonald's menu. But unfortunately, McDonald's is now closed, so that is no longer an option. God, it sucks living here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try finding something to eat. I don't know what. I'm getting there. But thank you very much, guys. We're gonna be back tomorrow / today, whatever time it happens to be in your area. Hot times in your area. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. If it's gonna be Elite Dangerous, if it's gonna be Deadlock, if it's gonna be FF10, because I still got to do some more stuff with that. But yeah, expect more FF14 streams moving forward, because there's probably going to be some really late nights. In my case, very early mornings, where I'm just going to want to hang out and just wind down after doing nothing all day. I'm gonna have the energy to like feel like I'm fulfilled at the end of the day. I hate going to bed feeling like I accomplished nothing towards my life goals. So there will probably be streams after my work shifts where we just come in, and I'm going to want to do some stuff, and we'll probably end up playing this and working on the FC house. My brand new shiny FC house! Ah! Ah! Let the angels sing. Yeah, so far it is blank, but we don't want to keep it that way. So yeah, we'll probably do some building stream, just hanging out here. Just try to figure out together what we're going to build. God, I got to go buy a lot of stage walls. Stage panels. How many can I even fit? What is we were talking all this time about the mediums being the perfect size between how much you can fit to the space you can fit. 300 seems like it should be a fair amount for what I'm going to be able to fit in here. But, you know, again, it's going to be a G-Post studio. Those dioramas are going to take up a lot of little trinkets and little things that can add up fast. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, we'll be doing this off and on over the coming months and into the new year, probably. I don't know when this is going to be officially open and ready for visitors. Right now, it's all closed off. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on it. But thanks a ton, everybody. You guys have a good night. It was good to hang out again after a very, 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 very exhausting week of doing nothing. It's nice to feel like I'm doing something again. So thank you for being here. Thank you for appreciating what I do and chatting with me and playing games with me. God, it's lonely here. Take care, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.